Hello Otters, Miss Bennet here, just to talk you through your Wednesday learning. Fantastic start to the week. Keep going, you're doing so well. Try your very best, that's all I can ask. And you're doing brilliantly, so well done. So let's start off with your wake and shake for today. Your super movers is actually focusing on money and giving change. That's quite a fun one with lots of different actions involved. So I hope you enjoy that. And then for your maths today, year fours, you're working on multiplying a 2-digit number by 1-digit number. And year fives, you're working on multiplying a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number. So year fives, I've included another video in the blog where I just go through a couple more examples with you just to see if I can help in any way. Try your best with that one, okay, and keep going because you will get there. It's one of those methods of multiplication where you just need to take a bit more time with it and go through it step by step, and you will get there if you follow the steps as either recommended in my video or the White Rose video. Even if you watch my video, please make sure that you do watch the White Rose one. So my video is kind of optional if you want a little extra couple of examples to go through. The White Rose video, please, year fives, make sure you do watch, and year fours, of course, you watch yours. And again, like I've said before, please feel free to pause the video at any point, re-watch, go back through. You can pause the screen on a particular part of the video if you want to have that visual in front of you to help you to be able to answer the questions in the worksheets. Okay, so well done, keep going with your maths work, okay, and watch my video if you want to. Year fives, year fours, you can watch it if you want. You'll just come across a method of multiplication in which would be not just multiplying by a 1-digit number but multiplying by a 2-digit number. But year fours, I don't expect you to do any of the questions based on that, but the video's there if you feel like watching it. Again, you've got your optional arithmetic challenge and the reasoning and problem solving questions in there. So do help yourself if you want a little extra challenge or additional maths focus at all. For your spellings, year fours and year fives, continuing on with your unit 12 spellings. But today, if you could please complete the dots and dashes and the word changes sections on the pages linked in for your year group, please. And that's unit 12 for both of you there. Handwriting, continuing to focus on the letter G. There'll be a different additional letter to go alongside the letter G and some new words for you to continue to build up and develop that writing stamina and joined up handwriting. Your grammar, continuing to use brackets. What I have done is I've included a link to the BBC a BBC bite-sized video, just to make sure that you've got some additional information about using brackets and why we use brackets in our writing. So that's there. Please go and watch it if you want to. But if you for today could complete questions 1A to 8B, please, and the answers will be linked in there so you could look at those to check your work. Writing, so yesterday you completed work on words to replace said. Well, today you're going to develop your recap and develop your skills in being able to punctuate direct speech. So you've got some activities linked to that. Again, some BBC bite-sized pages and videos reminding yourselves about how to use inverted commas in direct speech, what the different rules are. You've got a resource in there which goes into more detail about the rules of direct speech and in your writing, how to do this correctly and punctuate correctly and accurately. And there's also in that resource some mini activities which I'd like you to try and complete to warm up into completing the activity which I'm going to ask you to do, which is, can you create some speech focused sentences which are spoken either by the Otters or Roz from the Wild Robot book so far. This could be the Otters talking amongst themselves, Roz talking to herself out loud, like we've had an example of where she says, I am Roz a Munit, like that. Again, I'm working on my robot voice, I do apologise. So it could be saying to each other or saying out loud, or maybe something that the otters might say to Roz, or something that Roz might say to the otters. So I'm looking for 2 speech sentences where the reporting clause is at the end. And the reporting clause is, say, for example, let's go outside, said Miss Bennet. And said Miss Bennet is the reporting clause, okay? So that is 2 speech sentences where the reporting clause is at the end, 2 speech sentences where the reporting clause is at the start of the sentence. And if you can, I'd really like you to try a speech sentence, at least one, where the reporting clause is in the middle, or called a split speech, okay? There is a resource linked in there which tells you about the rules of punctuating speech where the reporting clause is in the middle. So please look at that as to how to do that. Remember to use the words that you found to replace said, okay? And again, similar to what you did with your words to replace said, can you find any ways of adding more detail about the character or describing what is happening while the sentence is being, while the speech is being said? And I've got an example underneath for you to look at for that. And I've also included a recording of some further chapters of The Wild Robot, which I hope you are continuing to enjoy. So that's really exciting. I had some positive comments about The Wild Robot so far, so I hope we continue to enjoy that book. Now, for the afternoon, again, quiet reading, at least 5 to 15 minutes, please, would be lovely. Okay, and remember, you can always record that in your spring reading journal. Well done for those that are doing that. Then I've included in a geography activity. So your first step for this geography activity is mapping out the world. I've got some different links and resources in there for you to find out about the different continents of the world, and some important information about each of them. And then I would like you to create a map of the world, correctly labelling those continents, okay? And then you can think to yourself, well, which continent is Japan a part of, please? And do try and consider that. Then there is an additional geography focus on finding out about what are hemispheres. There's a lesson linked to that, okay, which includes a lesson video and a quiz for you to carry out to learn all about what are hemispheres. I'm not going to give you too much information about that now, because I'd like you to use the link to find that, to learn all about that. And then I have asked for you to think to yourself, how does this link back to your map of the world? And then I'd really like you to try and have a go at, can I accurately draw out, and I've put in the terminology here, which I wanted you to find out when you did the lesson on hemispheres, but here we go. Can you accurately draw on the equator line onto your map of the world? And can you correctly label the northern and southern hemispheres, please? Okay. So that's a really nice piece of geography work, and this will enable us to be able to study Japan in more detail in a geography basis, because if we understand the map of the world, then we're able to understand exactly the placement of Japan and what continent it is a part of, and where in the world it is. So this is quite an important geography focus, so try your best with this for today, please. Make sure you continue to take care, stay safe, and I hope you have a lovely Wednesday.